Hello YouTube, this is Crosscheck. Today, March 12th, 2020, we got another update from the Microsoft Flight Simulator team, so let's dive straight into it. Okay, so we saw a picture of a small airport, the one that we have on the picture right here. Previously, it had very big grass weeds. And they mentioned either the grass weeds are too big or the plane is too small. Hope they can fix things like this before release. That was an AppSim user, and the Microsoft Flight Simulator team says, fix grass. Check. So here it is. The grass is now fixed. Alright, so the team has been working hard on a number of key deliverables that they are planning to be released in the near future. And they want to make us aware of which ones this will be. March 19th, Episode 8 Multiplayer. So no, today we're not getting that episode, we will be getting that 1 week from today. Also on March 19th, the development roadmap preview for April and May will be released. Early April we can expect Episode 7 IFR, as well as the Partnership Series update. It seems that Partnership Series update has just been pushed even longer. Now regarding the alpha build, the upcoming alpha build update is currently in release testing. They expect to provide a release date and build notes in our next update. So yeah, March 19th, we get to see what we're getting on the new alpha build and also the date for its release. Now regarding alpha invitations, if you have not registered for the pre-release builds, or if you want to update your DX Diag information, please do know on March 16th you will be able to do so. So put that in your calendar. And then on March 19th, they will be providing an update on the invitation timeline. Okay, so as mentioned, regarding the Feature Discovery Series, Episode 8 Multiplayer will be coming March 19th. In this episode, you can expect to take an in-depth look at the multiplayer feature in the upcoming next generation of Microsoft Flight Simulator. And again, as mentioned, Episode 7 IFR coming early April. Now, feedback snapshot. We do have a new feedback snapshot, and this one is inside the Insiders page. So we will get into that in just a little bit. Now regarding the SDK, they want to let us know that the SDK is now being used by over 50 companies and hundreds of programmers and artists. They have spent time listening, discussing and learning from the third-party developers, and they are working closely with them to keep improving the tools. The new aircraft editor is close to being finished, which those are very good news, with several improvements in the workflow. They also made a lot of progress on WebAssembly support, which is a technology that will allow the porting of native code to their platform. They are excited to share the development that they've been making with their partners within the next few weeks. Now, several third parties have started to share roadmaps with them, and they're happy to report that dozens of planes and airports are in development, and we are hopeful that quite a few of them will be ready by the time our new simulator is released. That is something really interesting. So, when this simulator releases, we can expect to already have third-party developers offering third-party aircraft and also third-party airports. For those of you who are out of the loop, and you may be asking, why do we want third-party airports when we have such quality in the airports? Well, in this new flight simulator, the development of these airports are divided into quality groups. Some airports will have a lot of detail. Others will have impressive amounts of detail, but not as high as the first group, and others will be quite simple. So third-party development regarding airports will still be a thing. Let's now jump and watch some pretty pictures. This one is by Actu Nasravi, and we can see some beautiful mountains in Mexico. I may be mistaken here, but it does look like Monterey City, flying on the beautiful Grand Caravan by Cessna. Now we have a picture by Bonham5. It's titled Mountain, and we can see a beautiful mountain. No aircraft, but beautiful scenery, beautiful clouds. It seems that we have some intense rain to our left, and as always, amazing shadows being cast by the clouds, great terrain. Now we have a picture by Ayahu2K, and what a beautiful picture. It is absolutely astonishing. The resolution on the moon does not seem to be that great, but ignoring that, what a beautiful composition. This is absolutely amazing. Now we have a picture by Tom Lott, 1980. This one is called South Africa. And again, we can see some beautiful terrain. It does look like a beautiful place for some VFR. Now we have a picture by Express Tomato 52, and holy cow, we can see some extreme detail on that landing gear. It is just astonishing. Wow, it does have an amazing level of detail. As always, it's just hard to imagine this is default aircraft. What a beautiful image. Beautiful models, beautiful textures, beautiful shaders. Absolutely amazing. This image is by iMiner 767612. It's called The Taxi, and we have the chance to see some of the ground vehicles and ground equipment. And as well, the level of detail is just crazy good. Nice. Now there are a couple of orbs floating on the background. I am not sure what is going on there. If any of you have an idea of what this could be, do let me know in the comments. But ignoring that, whatever that is, the detail on the ground is looking amazing. Next image is by Short Final, and we can see we are at the Telluride Regional Airport. Again, amazing level of detail in this small regional airport. Being picky, as I know a lot of you enjoy, there is something really weird with one of the I know it's not a cone, but I think you'll know what I mean. But yeah, that kind of cone that is kind of clipped into that wall right there. That is super weird. I don't know if it's like a weird reflection or it is indeed a clipped model. But yeah, that is kind of weird. Ignoring that again, I think the level of detail of what we can see here is absolutely amazing. Next image by Stefo HD. This is called Tropical. And how beautiful the sun looks, it's amazing. What a beautiful picture. We got a picture here from Ornery Cuss, and this one is called Africa. Again, what an amazing scenery. This looks so crazy. Now we have an image by Dampf Gepard 9514. This one is called, I don't know how to say this correctly, Ahmedabad, I think. If I'm not mistaken, it should be pronounced something like Ahmedabad. This being the largest city and former capital of Indian state of Gujarat. And as always, we can see amazing level of detail in the ground. And this one by Tomlaut 1980, I find really cool. Well, this is called Japan, and you can imagine where this is taken. And holy cow, I just love the crazy amount of detail that they went into to get this right. The architecture just looks superb. I am truly impressed. This looks magnificent. Okay, and that is it for the pretty pictures. Let's now head over into the Insider Home and take a look at the feedback snapshot. Okay, so what are the top questions in the current feedback snapshot? Again, we got the aircraft list, the airport list. Now this one is interesting. The Bing improvement plan, update frequency. I'm assuming this is for the Bing maps, and that is a very good question that I am glad to see here. Again, the campaign mode, missions, progression, what are we getting there? The damage model, what kind of damage model are we getting? What level of detail can we expect from it? Can we expect fully functional airports? What are the minimum specs? Yeah, very popular question indeed. What about the nav data, the update frequency of that nav data inside the simulator? Do we have a pre-order timeline, a release date? What about the pricing model? Yep, all very good questions. I hope we get answered soon. Now the top alpha issues for this version of the feedback snapshot. Again, controls mapping, one that gives me terrible headaches. The grass scale size appearance that supposedly has been fixed. That's awesome. Ground effect aerodynamic sensitivity. So by the power of deduction, we can say that the ground effect aerodynamic sensitivity has been either too small or too high in the alpha. The ground friction formula seems not to be on point. The input sensitivity, either if it can be modified or if it's just out of whack for some people, it seems to be an issue. Again, some live weather issues. The flight model, ground handling, well, you can expect with every time they keep adding aircraft, the flight model will have some issues and the ground handling will have some issues. So the current alpha is showing some issues on these areas for some aircraft. The scale of the trees have also been an issue in this alpha. The trim sensitivity, also an issue. And of course some issues regarding the weather and incorrect updrafts. Now going for the top wish list for this feedback snapshot, third-party content SDK. Yeah, we are definitely getting that. As we mentioned in this current update, third-party content is coming and a awesome SDK is also coming our way. Also, in the top of our wish list, AI traffic, ATC, helicopters. These things clearly are not implemented, but the development team has them in mind and they are supposedly, hopefully, working on these. Also peripherals, support for advanced setups. Yeah, there are a lot of crazy setups that you can fly with and all of them require to have support, of course. Seasons is another one that we did see something regarding seasons in a little video, but still we don't have much information regarding this. Now shared cockpit functionality, we don't really know what is going on there. We do have some information floating around that the team is working on that, but it's not been officially confirmed. Also VR and track IR, which those are a absolute must. Actually, all of these are a must, most definitely. Alright, so that was pretty much it. We did not get the multiplayer episode today, but we can expect that one next week, so stick around. More cool stuff is coming our way anyway, so yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit on that bell button also to stay up to date, and I will see you around. Happy flying, crosscheck out.